Hello everyone, Big Owl back here with you again, and this time I actually thought we'd try something a little different than just a traditional Let's Play style video. Instead, this time around I thought we'd try out a little bit of digital urbex. Uh, what that means, if you're not familiar, is the digital equivalent of urban exploration. So in this video, what we're going to be doing is exploring 3 randomly selected Minecraft worlds that I found from various online sources, and we'll be poking around and seeing what other people have created with Minecraft. I know this is obviously not a completely original style of video. There's plenty of people that do this. I myself enjoy videos like this by Logan from Earth and Redline and even the Librarian, just to name a few. So I thought I'd try it out for myself. I looked around. I found 3 worlds that looked just really interesting to me. No particular theme between the 3 of them, of course. That's the randomly selected part. And I downloaded them, and we're gonna peek around and see if we find anything interesting. So if you're enjoying what I've been posting, or if you enjoy this video as you're watching it, go ahead and maybe like it, maybe comment on it. You could even subscribe if you like this and want to see more of what I got planned in the future. And I hope you enjoy the 3 worlds that I randomly selected for us today. Thank you so much. Big Owl, out. Okay, everyone. First up here we have God Treehouse by... Oh, let me check the name really quick. This is God Treehouse. And I want to say it's by Coffin Coffer, but let me make sure. Coin Coffer. My apologies. That's why I double checked. This is God Treehouse by Coin Coffer. This is our first world that we're going to be checking out here on this new series. This is it's described as a multi-level treehouse that essentially has houses and villages attached to it. As we can see here, it's huge. I mean, dang, this thing is big. So let's see if we can get in here and check this out. If it's not obvious already, I'm going to be playing this in creative mode. That way I can fly around if need be, and don't want to worry about getting attacked by hostile mobs or anything like that, because I really just want to take in this map and see what cool things we could find and take you along for the ride. Got a nice sunset going there. Let's see if we can come into this treehouse and see what's going on, what Coin Coffer has cooked up with this world. It's a very interesting concept, I gotta say, initially. So let's take a look. Okay. Got like a library area. I do love seeing the sun go down through those windows. Some artwork here. A lectern and a crafting table for good measure, of course. Got a ladder right here. Let's go up that. Oh. Why am I having trouble with the ladder? Oh. Okay, we got a cool room up here. Got a jukebox. Oop, didn't mean to do that. I'll put it back later. Sorry, Coin Coffer. Of course, I guess this is technically my iteration of this world now. Let's see here. Got a nice little bedroom. Oh, this is more like a open floor plan apartment, really, if you think about it. Got multiple beds. Some very cool artwork here. This one speaks to me in ways that I don't fully understand yet. Let's see. nook here. I do like that plant right there. Kind of blocks your view, but it seems right. Let's see, there's no trapdoor. Where does this go back down to? Just the other side. Gotcha. Wow, we got pumpkins and watermelons as countertops.
Oh.
Interesting choice. Let's go a little bit further in here. Okay. This is a very cool initial kind of welcoming area, or a lobby, whatever you want to call it. So we got some chests ready for storage. Chest on both sides, ample storage. Be great to start out in survival with this base. Got a water feature even. Oh, this is luxury, honestly. Indoor water feature. Glass floors. There's actually a layer below this. I didn't really expect that. I'll have to definitely figure out how to get there. Very cool. I wonder, is there more than a water feature? Is this the transportation system as well? It is. There's a villager. Sorry to barge in on all of you. This tree has residents. Hello everyone, don't mind me. Got all their workstations here. Let's see. Yeah. Got some unclaimed beds. We could move in more people. We could expand this civilization if you wanted to. Got a golem. How you doing, sir? Alright, that's really cool. Let's see, does this go down further? It does go down further. Not really sure if I should go top or bottom first, you know. I think I'll just keep going down and then work my way back up. Alright, villagers. Don't mind me. See if there's anything I missed. Anything else I want to take note of. Alright, let's use our water elevator. Alright, going down. This is the bottom, it looks like. Got a cellar. Could do a lot with this, actually. It's very good open space. So what does this say? Next update coming soon. This map was actually updated very recently on CurseForge, I believe is where I got this one. And CoinCoffer had a lot of other projects on there too. So a very active creator. I followed this one for updates, so very interested to see what else gets added to this one. Okay, well, you could do a lot with this room. Let's go back upstairs. So that's the first bedroom. Storage room and the welcoming area. Let's keep going up. Oh, here we go. Okay, what do we got up here? Looks like we got some stuff growing. This is obviously an area where you can get some work done. Got some amethyst, we got some... Sometimes the words escape me. I know what you are. I know what you are. Anyways, this is a good area. Some more bookshelves. Could get a lot of enchanting done in this treehouse, that's for sure. Some good artwork over here. Let's see, we got a hallway to go down. Oh, that is a great view. Oh, some cows out there. Cows. Alright, we even got some red brick on here. Workstations in the wall. That's interesting. I didn't even notice that crafting table's in the floor, too. Hey, it does save on space, and technically still usable. That's outside of the box thinking. I'm on board with that. I love the glassed floors, honestly. The double as glass ceilings, depending on what level you're on. Very cool so far. Let's go back up. Keep going up. Okay, let's see. Alright, more workstations. Some more artwork. Got some lava. Some chest here. Got some ore ready to go. Wow. I don't know how people feel about the helping hands like this when they're playing in survival. I'm not even a hardcore player myself. I play in normal usually when I'm not doing creative or, you know, something like this. So I don't know, honestly. If I was looking to start a new playthrough and I wanted a little bit of a helping hand, I would not mind something like this. It's a great starting point. This would also be good for like a server, like if you had some friends playing with you. There's a lot you could do with that. It's also just cool decoration. Although who's to say what the actual spawn point on this world is? Because you might have to find. I don't think this is the spawn point. No, I don't believe so. So if you were playing this on survival and you started it new, you might not even first spawn in here. Anyways, this is cool. I believe there is another level up there. Yep. Let's go keep going up to the top. Alright. Pottery. I'm a fan of ceramics. Alright, we got some more workstations. I do actually like using these as decoration. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize there was different designs. If you haven't seen in my other series that I've been doing, Chill Minecraft to Study 2, I'm actually, for all intents and purposes, pretty new to Minecraft. I definitely have quite a few hours logged in at this point, but I've never really done a full survival playthrough, so that's what I've been trying to do with my other series, in a more chill, relaxed format. But I also, as I kind of mentioned at the beginning with my intro, really enjoy this kind of digital urbex that has kind of taken over. I really do enjoy seeing worlds that other people create and kind of poking around. And this treehouse is really cool so far. Let's see, is that it? Can I go up more? Oh, that's it. For the inside anyways. Okay, well, let's get a look at the outside. Let's look at this. Got some outside features that we can appreciate. That's actually really cool. Look at this. We can walk up here. I didn't really see a way to naturally get up here from the inside, but let's take a look. Wow. This is cool. In real life, I'm actually pretty afraid of heights, so I don't know if I could appreciate something like this in person. But in Minecraft, this is breathtaking. Let's see. How far can you walk this thing? Not really walkable. In survival mode, I mean, you can play some parkour with this, that's for sure, but definitely run the risk of falling. So I appreciate my creative mode flying abilities right now. Let's see. Cool. The bulk of the tree right here, as far as the branches are concerned. Is there a way down? You would think there would be, honestly. Not really seeing one so far. Very interesting. Let's go further up. I can appreciate the full perspective of this tree. Every detail. This is crazy. Wow. And obviously this was not a naturally generated tree. Obviously I don't think this was built in survival mode, but Coin Coffer, this is impressive, you know, regardless of what mode it was built in. Again, I had mentioned earlier I was predominantly a creative mode player until very recently, so I just like cool builds. And this is definitely a cool one. The scale is impressive. The attention to detail is very nice. It would be a lot of fun to play this actually in survival mode. And this is just, yeah. This is impressive. This is really cool to check out. Let's give it another run through really quick just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Especially maybe out here on the bottom. We didn't really walk through this way. See if there's any hidden Easter eggs or anything cool. Let's see. So far, just more of the roots of the tree. It's the main entrance here. No, this is really just more ways to get up in there, and predominantly just the roots. Again, though, the scale of this is very crazy. I do like that there's an actual village inside too. I think I remember reading that in the description now. But either way, that's cool. This is very cool, Coin Coffer. I got my props. Very much enjoyed this one. I'm glad I checked it out. You can hear the villagers waking up. So yeah, everyone, go check out Coin Coffer on CurseForge and God Treehouse Village. Very cool build. Glad that I checked this one out. And let's move right along to the next one. All right. And up next, we have Metcalf City by Travis Hicks. And I actually got this one from, you might have heard my dog just now in the background making noises. I got this one from minecraftmaps.com. And it is a large, large city. The description promised decorated interiors and lots of cool things to find. All of the specifics and the, a little bit of lag there. All of the specifics in the description are escaping me at this exact moment, but that'll just make it more fun when we do kind of explore it and see what we can find. So let's explore Metcalf City. Hopefully my frame rate doesn't keep acting weird there. Probably just because there's so much going on. Let's take a look. Looks like we spawned here in Traviston's Lounge. Okay. Let's see here. Ladders going down. This is a cool lounge. An exit. What are those ladders then? Oh. Like a stairwell. Okay. My frame rate again really quick. Seems like it's okay, but kind of jumping around. Hopefully it's not too bad as we continue. Wonder if I should go up or down. I'm never sure. That was floor 60. This is 61. Oh, it's dark in here. So what are these ladders for then? Do they just go the same way? Let's try a ladder out. Why not? Why not? Let's give it a shot. Yeah, it's like another way to get to the floors. Let's see. The rest of the floors don't appear to be as decorated as that lounge. How about we go down? Frame rate being kind of weird again. That's okay. This is a pretty big map. So we'll see what's going on with it as we progress. 64. How far did I fly up? Let's go down. This could take a while. Here's the lounge. Let's check the floor below just to see. Oh, there's more below us. The detail kind of stops as you go up, but there is stuff down here. What we got in here? Kitchen stuff. Oh, this is a restaurant. Traviston's Fine Dining. Very cool. Dinner with a view. What does this go up to? Oh, this goes right back up to the lounge. Okay. Got some restrooms over here. The lavatory. It's a respectable bathroom. It's very clean. Gotta love it when the bathrooms are clean. Well, I know I'm not kitchen staff, but it wouldn't hurt to take a peek, right? I don't know how OSHA would feel about this. Got a cool kitchen. Sorry for breaking any policies. Let's see if any of the other floors down here have any cool detail as well. I bet it's going to be about the same, but let's go ahead and check this out. Yeah. If this is only 57, we might have to vandalize here in a second. Let's see. Or just fall down the... Yeah, let's do that. We are in creative mode after all. Hello. This just keeps going, huh? Much faster than the stairs, though, I'll tell you that. This is a huge building. Oh. We seem to have ran out of doors. But it keeps going. But I'm inclined to see where it keeps going, too. My original intent was to exit the building, but we might have a mystery on our hands. Gang? This is... wow. Does it end? I'm not sure. Wow. I didn't think that was going to end. Okay, let's see what's down here. Ah, that is considered the elevator. Well, I would definitely say it did the trick. So this is the lobby. Information desk. Lounge. Restaurant. Office, hotel, and residential space available. We definitely saw that there was space available. There's a lot you could do with this. If you kind of downloaded this world and made it your own survival, you could do a lot with this. Just this building alone. We haven't even seen the rest. Some more artwork. Again, this picture. It speaks to me. I do love some artwork. Oh, got a door. Back rooms. Street access. Very liminal. Got a bookstore. It's a hair salon? This building has everything. There's side exit. Oh, mall staff only. Sorry. I'm just breaking and entering all over the place. More bathrooms. Are these equally as nice? Yes, they are. Odd layout. It's a nice lobby, I gotta say. What's up here? Some more stores. A keep saying lobby, but this is obviously a mall with office and residential built space on top of it. So this skyscraper has a lot of function. Another store. The Lego store. Does this one have a name? Oh, this is the Nike store. Okay. The Lego store. Kind of funny to be in Minecraft. Is Lego Minecraft competition? I mean, there are Lego games. What do these buttons do? They doing something? They're just supposed to be bricks? Probably supposed to be bricks, but I am never one to pass up a chance to press buttons and fidget a little bit. Alright. I am always pressing those display buttons in stores. What is this? A work in progress? Retail space available. They did say that. They did say that. What's on this side? Traviston's Tower Place Mall Management. What does management got going on? Yeah, this one actually spawned me in with inventory, it looks like. Interesting. More back rooms. Well, the mall is something. But let's see what else the city has to offer. Metcalf City. That is quite a tower. Okay, let's see. We are hitting the town. Wow. That's crazy. The scale of this city is something, that's for sure. Always very impressed by large city maps like this on Minecraft, on Gary's mod, any other game that allows you to do that. It's very impressive. Okay. Something you could turn this into something. I think I came in the back way on accident. I love the windows. Very modern. What am I walking on? What is this? Let's fly around a little bit. Parking garage. It's a hospital. Nordstrom. Are we just at the mall? Yep, we're at Nordstrom. I actually worked for Nordstrom Rack for a period of time, helped them to open up a store. It's a little fun fact about me that you didn't ask for, but now it is out there. This is Minecraft Metcalf Cities Nordstrom. Even though I worked for a Nordstrom Rack, I can't say that I've ever actually been inside a regular Nordstrom. Back rooms. It's very suffice to say that pretty much anything in Nordstrom is out of my price range when it comes to clothing options. What is this room supposed to be? More back rooms. We got some smokers. Are Nordstrom's always this big? Is this another mall? Loft space available. You got an optometrist. Eye exams, those are important. Wonder. I wonder what that's supposed to be.
Oh.
Is that a bad pun? H&M. Obviously the stores have not moved in yet. This is another mall. Wow, this city is has a shopping thing going on with it, doesn't it? We got a buckle. Sportswear. What is this? A big empty room. It leads to the back rooms. Maybe like a showroom? Maybe an arcade? Do something with that space. Could do something for sure. Macy's. They are going out of business, aren't they? Another fun fact, I worked for Macy's for a brief period of time. I need to get out of this mall. It's reminding me of all my old jobs, all my old retail jobs. I don't want to be reminded of that. Let's see, and because I was already in a mall. How did I get in here? It's always hard to leave malls, isn't it? Remember where the exit is. Here we go. I don't know if this is the way that I actually came in, but we gotta fly. Dillard's entrance. This mall is bigger than the other one. Wow. It's cool. Giant mall. Thought we try to walk along the street a little bit and see what else Metcalf City has to offer. Seems like my frame rate is somewhat improving. Still a little choppy on this one. It is quite a big city though, so I guess that makes sense. No cars coming, right? I am just kind of in the middle of the highway, it seems. There's a movie theater, it looks like, or maybe even they do live performances there. Hard to say. We can go in and check it out, though. Very cool. Let's check out this theater. I think I remember reading about the theater in the description, maybe. Okay. Got our concession stand. I hate to keep saying this and just kind of giving my whole work history, but I actually worked at a movie theater as well. Behind the concession stand. I made some pretty good popcorn, if I do say so myself. Probably hasn't been made as good since. And yes, you do get free movies from most movie theaters. Maybe that's changed, I don't know. I would hope that's still a benefit. When I worked there, that was quite some time ago, because again, that was my very first job. Let's see. Didn't see any show times. Not sure what's playing. Hopefully these are the recliners. Think they're playing Backrooms? Or maybe Obsession. Or maybe the Sheep Detective. This is a nice movie theater, honestly. Got some trees, some natural decoration. There's so many other buildings to check out. I'm not even sure where to go from here. And I kind of don't remember what those other two skyscrapers looked like that we've already been inside. Now, this world is just massive. Travis, my friend, you accomplished a feat. This is huge. What building is this? 2 Commerce Square. More retail space, maybe? Only 40 floors in this one. Oh, it's dark. Nothing on these either. No, not yet. Work in progress, or something that you could add yourself if you played this one in survival or creative. 2 Commerce Square is ready to do some business. I think we get a nice screenshot of here. Maybe a thumbnail? We'll see. Let's take a look. Alright, gotta love a good cityscape. This has been cool so far. I mean, it's definitely just a city map, but again, the scale is impressive. The size of the buildings is crazy. This would be really good for role play, probably, especially if you're playing with others, or if you're, wanting to play in creative and literally build a city, but in Minecraft. This is a good starting place. This is a good template. Independence Health Group. Security. Standard hospital lobby. More than one security station. Bathrooms. '44 floors. I wonder if we could see if there's anything from the outside before we go up the elevator. Are there windows? Yes, there are. Not decorated yet. But again, look at this building. Like, this is only 40 floors. The first building that we spawned in was 60. This is crazy. Let's come to the top of some of these buildings. Let's get like a Spider-Man view. See, that's a big one right there. Wow, my frame rate. Not usually this bad. Must be the size of this map. I might have to call it on this one a little bit sooner than I wanted to, just for the sake of the recording. But this is impressive. This is a really impressive map. Very cool. I'm still glad I checked this one out. The computer could just be having an off night too, but regardless, this map is very fun. I do very much enjoy the big city maps. You find a lot of cool things if you take the time to kind of poke through it. And again, this would be a good one for roleplay and definitely playing with friends. This building is cool, it caught my attention. This one looks like it's decorated. A little bit anyways. Let's see if there's anything down here. No, about the same, but it's a very cool style. A lot that could be done with this. Definitely a sandbox. Something that could do a lot with for sure. Well, I think we'll call it there on Metcalf City and move right along to the next one. But definitely check this one out on minecraftmaps.com by Travis Hicks. Metcalf City. Very cool. Okay, I might have lied just a little bit. I actually went back into Metcalf City and found a few other things of note, so we are not quite done. Starting with this building right here, I noticed, has 2 Christmas trees out front. And so I decided to go check this one out and see what this building was. And as we get closer, we discover that this is the City Hall. So I guess that means that it's Christmas time here in Metcalf City. The City Hall is festive, so I went in to check out the inside. And honestly, it looks really cool in here. There wasn't a whole bunch going on that I could see, but it does look really nice for City Hall. You know, Metcalf City, your city government doing a good job of presentation, I would say. So yeah, this is City Hall. So after that, I feel like I pretty much saw everything that City Hall had to offer, and I decided to fly around and see what else I could find, since I obviously had missed a few things in my first go through. And again, that was mainly due to my frame rate being a little weird at the time. It's still not the best here, but I think I figured out a way to stabilize it. So yeah, I decided to fly around and see what else I could discover. And immediately over here, this church caught my attention. So I decided to check it out, see what the inside looked like. And honestly, first impressions, this is more, this gave me more of a backrooms feeling than those little actual backrooms areas that I found in the mall. It's huge open space, no decorations. And honestly, yeah, a lot of churches do have this feeling. I grew up going to a church and spending a lot of time in church after hours because my mom worked there. So yeah, honestly, churches are pretty creepy when it's not full. And this one definitely captured that feeling, whether that was intentional or not. Decided to check out their worship area here. Went up on the stage. They have a lectern set up. It's kind of like a pulpit. Of course, I had to position myself there and see what it looked like. Hello, everyone. Join the Metcalf City Church. And yeah, this building is pretty cool. I'm actually glad, again, with the City Hall and this one, that I went back in and decided to check out a little bit more after being a little bit discouraged by my computer's performance with this map first time around. So I'm glad that I went back in to find a few more things like this church and City Hall so far. So yeah, I decided to pop back up into the air and see what else would catch my attention on my second little mini run here of Metcalf City. So far, it was pretty worth it, I would say, to check out the Christmas trees, which ended up being City Hall and that church. Who would have thought there was a liminal church in Metcalf City? So I decided to fly over here. There's a nice sunset happening as I was flying, and something seemed to pop out of me in the distance over here, and it's this giant stadium. Very cool. Look at this. Who could pass up a chance to check out this stadium? I mean, again, massive scale, like everything else in this city, huge scale. And yeah, this is a really, really cool stadium. It's very interesting. At first, I'm kind of trying to find where the actual like street level entrance would be, and it's not very immediate where it would be. So I kind of fly back over here. Yeah, nope, not over here. Come back up over here. It's like the stadium is like partially connected with one of the mall systems here. The malls are very ingrained into the DNA of Metcalf City, I have to say. So yeah, it was kind of confusing at first. And thankfully, we're able to fly. So I did see this little staircase over here. Again, not immediately obvious where that actually connects. Of course, you see where it, exits to. So why not check that out? Where is this, If I was in this building when I first spawned in, I definitely didn't see this part. And I'm actually not sure if this is the same, the first mall that I spawned into. I don't think it is. The Traviston building, I don't think this is the same one. But yeah, this is like, it's like areas for the different parts of the sports teams, I guess. I mean, that one says industrious, so I'm not really sure what this space is intended for. But it does connect directly to the giant stadium. Again, it's pretty empty up here too, and more liminal feelings. But yeah, you go back up these stairs, and it literally just takes you up into the stadium, starting from the very top. And as I made my way into the stadium, I discovered that there is a bunch of villagers down here. So this city actually is civilized. It's inhabited. For some reason, it's just here on the stadium, but the city does have residents. There are villagers over here meandering about at the stadium, which is really funny to me. Possibly because this is one of the only places with grass and dirt. I don't know if that is the same for villagers as it is other mobs, like, animals and hostile mobs. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of villagers over here, and this stadium is huge. I started trying to find out if there was, any other way like that you could access the stadium besides that staircase that connects to the mall. But honestly, it doesn't seem like it. Seems like it's closed off besides that. And I don't know if that's like, to keep the villagers in, to keep up the effect of them, I guess, being the baseball players or not. But yeah, that's the only way it connects. So far some cool finds on my second run through. There's the Macy's again. I'm glad that I came back and checked it out one more time. Saw the city hall, saw that cool church, and now we've seen this giant stadium with some random villagers. So the city is not totally empty. It is inhabited. We have villagers. Thought this building looked kind of cool. I believe I've been in this one already. So I think from here I just kind of fly around a little bit more. I'm not sure if I go in any other buildings. And I am narrating this in post because I just kind of filmed this part earlier today as I decided to go back in and check out Metcalf City one more time because I was sure that I had missed something. Oh yeah, that's right. I noticed this really cool building. It's like a tree greenhouse. So let's see if I actually caught the sign on the door of what it's supposed to be. Most of these buildings are labeled, but not all of them. Yeah, also I came upon this door that I couldn't open. It's like it's not an actual door. Someone explain that. That was a mystery. Couldn't figure that one out. But yeah, I found this like treehouse thing. Not treehouse, like a greenhouse for trees, like a tree nursery. Very cool, honestly. I don't think it actually had a name on it like some of the other buildings do, but and if it did, I think I missed it. But yeah, tree nursery lobby type area. Very cool. Again, fourth little find on my second run through of Metcalf City. And it makes me glad that I did. That I decided to come check it out a little bit more. Because obviously I missed these on my first time around. So yeah, that space was really cool. Decided to run around a little bit more, you know. This wasn't supposed to be a super long kind of epilogue to Metcalf City. Just kind of wanted to see if I missed anything. Like the post office. I believe this was my final stop on my second run through. But I did find the post office in Metcalf City. They have a postal service. It's not currently manned. Because again, the only signs of life I found so far are the villagers and the stadium. But yeah, they do have a post office. Again, the roleplay capabilities of this map are pretty extensive. It'll be pretty cool. Postal service has been established in Metcalf City. As almost anything else you could think of. I definitely didn't see everything between these two runs. So again, everyone, this is Metcalf City by Travis Hicks on minecraftmaps.com. It's a very cool map. I'm glad I found this one. Glad that I gave it a second run through. I guarantee you won't see everything the first time you do play it. So if you decide to check out Metcalf City, make sure you take your time, or you play it more than once. Or, again, get a big group together. Do some roleplay, play with some friends. This is a cool one. Alright, now, officially, let's move on to the next one. And finally, we've made it to our last stop on this creative expedition. This is Aro Burbia by milkshake_mp3 on CurseForge. And I saved this one for last because I was pretty curious and excited about it because it is a kind of a liminal mystery map. The description has a little bit of lore. He does, the creator does specify that there's not like a hard linear storyline to follow, but there is a little bit of lore and some little hidden mysteries to find. So I thought I would check this one out on our little expedition here. So definitely spent a little bit of time in this one. Immediately ran into a house to kind of do some exploring and see what I could find. And I will say initially that, you know, while I do spend a good amount of time on this map, I think I barely scratched the surface, so I'll definitely have to come revisit this one. And I did play this in creative, as I have all the maps that all the worlds that we've explored on this episode. The creator does encourage playing in survival. That's how it was intended, so perhaps I'll have to go back and check this one out in survival, because I guarantee you, even with the little surprises that we do find here, and I do find a few, We barely scratched the surface. Keep looking around this house. I did figure out the light switches, obviously. That didn't take too much time, but for a brief second there, I was a little confused. I was like, everything's pretty dark. As you can see. Still kind of exploring this first house in Aro Burbia. Apologies if I don't pronounce that correctly. I know the wordplay that you're going for there, and I think I'm still mispronouncing probably that first part a little bit, but I do love that name. It's very clever. This map has this world. I want to keep saying map, I think, because I'm thinking of Gary's mod, perhaps. This world is very cool so far. Very liminal, obviously. The vast, endless neighborhood. And I can only imagine that, as we'll find, all of the houses will somewhat have the same layout. I see an attic there. Some reason on this first go, I'm not able to get up into this one, but trust me, we come back to the attics. Don't you worry. Found a bedroom. Love the lamp. Very, very good redstone work here. Very cool. Above my intelligence and skill set in Minecraft, I have not attempted anything close to redstone. I've not even touched redstone really. Like I've mined it in my survival playthrough, but I've not even delved into redstone mechanics. But the creator of this world obviously has, and impressively so. Try the attic one more time here, but don't worry. We come back to the attic. We take a look at an attic in one of the houses. Don't you worry. Bell here. Living area. Then I discover where the basements are. In the garage. And then I notice that over there. And you do see this image in the listing on CurseForge, but it is quite ominous to happen upon as you're walking around. And apologies, it is very dark in this basement. And I do search for a light switch, and if the creator put one down here, I did not find it. But I don't think I spend too much time in here because it's so dark and it was hard for me to see, so I can't imagine how it's going to be after the video comes out because, the recording always makes it a little bit darker. So don't spend too much time here, thankfully. And the curiosity of this help sign just draws me in closer. Like, there's no way you're not going to check that out, right? If you're playing this map. I do get a bit distracted with a few other things that I discover. I was very impressed all around with the redstone mechanics on this map again, so anytime there's a switch to flip, I usually take the opportunity to do that on this map, for sure. The in-between of the in-between. Very creepy at night, that's for sure as well. Well, let's go check out this house. The only house that looks different so far has help written on top of it. Ominous. Very ominous. Backyard located. And of course, for the most part, it looks like the first house we explored, with the obvious differences. Coming in through the back for this one, since that's where I spotted it. For some reason, this house feels creepier. Probably because of the, again, very ominous and foreboding message written on top of the roof. Right there on the roof. That'll definitely do it. And hey, look at that. I figure out how to turn the light on in one of the kitchens. Couldn't figure that out in the first house for some reason. Don't know why. It is kind of a weird spot. And again, don't worry, of all the houses to check the attic on, this would be the one, right? And I don't know if I don't do it initially here, but we do check that attic. Rest assured. There, I found a little spyglass. I think and a rug. Nice little spot to recover and recoup yourself. See, I decided to get a better perspective at this point. See what else I can see from up in the sky. Basically trying to see if I can observe anything from the outside here. Still trying to figure out how to get into that attic area, of course. And see if there's anything deeper going on with this first difference that we find in the vast sea of sameness. Gotta say, the map world creator here, Milkshake, really captured those liminal feelings, and the scale of the repeated houses is quite impressive, even on these first few steps into the world. Nothing so far, not a clear way in or anything that's super, you know, standing out just by peeking in the windows there. Something about this house, something about this place. It's very unsettling, and they all look the same. Every house, one by one, row after row. The suburban dream indeed. Pressure plate observed. Kept wondering what that clicking was. Now it's time to venture deeper into the neighborhood, I suppose, and see what else we can find. See if there's any other hidden secrets like this help house. So after messing around with those gates for a little bit and venturing a little bit deeper, I decided to start looking on the sides of some of these houses because I remembered in the description the creator mentioned that there you would find things in between all the houses or some wording that alluded to that. So I started trying to look in that regard a little bit, see if that's where I would find any of the little surprises or anything this world has in store. And immediately I came upon this singular lone power pole. Very odd, just kind of floating there. Not connected to anything else, of course, just in the middle of the road. Didn't know if it was intentional or not, and kind of fly up to it and see these levers, and yep, I do that. My apologies. Again, I guess this is, my iteration of this world. So technically it's okay, but I do feel a little bad. I feel like I just kind of griefed or vandalized this neighborhood a little bit. But yeah, this was cool. Very weird. If you just kind of happened upon a power pole just kind of floating there. Very strange. Continues to set the tone of a weirdness and liminality with this neighborhood that I've stumbled into. A little bit more flying. Found some more power poles. The main system of them here. Network of them. Not quite as peculiar as that other one. And these are all technically connected to the ground, at least. And look, this house has some beetroot. Some food for your journey. And again, same layout. All the houses are mattingly, I don't know what I was trying to say there. In an insane fashion, they are all very similar. I'm recording this later than I should be, so the words might not form in the best way or in the way that I intended. A little bit more flying action to see if I can see anything that breaks up the mundane. Something about just walking down the vast, endless road here with just this row after row of house. And it's funny. I think many other creators that cover liminal spaces and backrooms and stuff like that is just, it's very creepy and off-putting and unsettling, but a lot of modern subdivisions, especially in America, look like this. I mean, all the houses look the same. I feel trapped. I feel like it's endless, like you'll never get out. Nothing breaks it up, no uniqueness. Obviously not to this level, of course. I mean, actually some of them do kind of feel like they're on this level, but it is an interesting thing to think about. Maybe that's where the horror of liminal spaces and like that comes from. That's the tether to reality that it's rooted in. Who knows? I don't know why I'm pondering on this right now, probably because of the way this place will make you feel as you're walking around in it. And here comes another little surprise that we happen upon. This peculiar row of cherrywood boats. And a chest. And again, I'm in creative modes, and this is actually also an older version of Minecraft that this map is intended for. World, I keep saying map. That this world is intended for. It's not the most recent version of Minecraft, it's slightly older. I want to say 1.2, 1.21, something. I can't remember the exact version at this moment. I'm sure there's someone out there that if they stumble upon this video, they'll instantly look at this and know exactly which version it is, or they'll catch it when I loaded it up at the beginning there, if I include that part in the final cut. But I can't remember at this moment what the exact version is. But yeah, it was kind of funny to find this little peculiar row of boats, another little surprise nestled in there. And I imagine if you were playing this in survival, this actually would be pretty helpful. Because you could use the boats to travel, and that chest would provide you with some storage, for some of the food that you find. So that actually would be really helpful if you're playing this in survival to navigate the vast expanse. And see, we came back to the help house, and I decide that now is the time to figure out what is up in that attic. To take a look. Yes, I had to make sure the pressure plate was what was making those noises. You can't be too careful in a place like this. Let's get up in that attic. Let's see if there's anything of note here. Some cobwebs, of course. Pumpkin head, carved. Of the carved variety. And really nothing too crazy. A little creepy. Kind of cozy at the same time. About what you'd expect. Not another surprise waiting for us there, but I bet you're glad that we checked, otherwise it would have eaten you alive. And me too. Alright, now that we solved that mystery, let's figure out what else Aro Burbia is going to have in store for us for this liminal experience. Nerve-wracking in an unsettling way. The calmest terror you will ever happen upon. And maybe the calm is the terror. Just out looking for more secrets, little Easter eggs. Anything else that might be nestled in here? Fly around a little bit. Landing and back on the ground here after a little bit of flying. Let's see what else we can find in this endless expanse. Again, the liminal vibes are pretty unmatched with this one, you know. Backrooms is one thing, but something about that neighborhood feeling. Especially at night. The Minecraft nighttime. And look at that. We have different colored houses. Interesting. And they're blocked by this fence. Now, obviously, I think it's pretty clear what I'm going to do to get around this fence being in creative mode, but in survival mode, that would be quite an obstacle. I'm just going to, and I decide to kind of scope it out a little bit here and see if there is any quick visible way of how to gain access, and I don't really find one, you know, outside of using my creative mode abilities here, but yeah, if you happened upon this while you were playing in regular survival mode, I'm sure there's a way that you could get yourself in there, of course, but that would be quite an obstacle to overcome, because just shooting down that fence line there, I didn't even see a way in. Obviously, I decide just to kind of pop on over and check out what's going on with these red houses, because every single house has been blue up until this point. This is quite the development, even more so than the weird power pole and the cherry wood boats and the help sign. Maybe on the same level as the help sign, actually. That was still very weird. And watch this, yeah. That scared the crap out of me, actually, while I was playing. I did not expect that. More beetroot. You know, again, if you're playing in survival, you need that food. So yeah, that's a good way to, you just walk in, and it, instantly harvest all that beetroot for you. Again, handy redstone work. Very impressive. It scared me when I first entered this house. Unintentional jump scare. What can you say? But yeah, red houses have beetroot. Some sort of system unfolding in front of us of how you can survive in this world. You can obtain a boat to kind of drive yourself around, and I guess you can find certain colored houses that might have a certain crop that correlates with it to keep you alive as you travel through. Very handy, very useful, again, if you're playing in survival or find yourself trapped in this dimension. I was prepared that time. Did not scare me that time. Catch me off guard, I say. I don't think it scared me. No, I'm just kidding. It did scare me. I wasn't sure what was happening at first. So yeah, red houses. Another interesting development. And again, I feel like I didn't really even scratch the surface of this world, you know, with what we do find. And we poke around a little bit more. These red houses made me want to keep going deeper, because I'm like, well, what else is there? Obviously. And I actually reached one edge of the neighborhood. And it's creepy. It just keeps going, just flat. But yeah, this is the one edge of the neighborhood, I should say, with these red houses. Pop back over into the bounds of the neighborhood here and see what else we can find. Back where it meets with the blue houses again, and still not seeing a way you could easily get in there in survival mode. Do a little bit more scoping out of this red house part of the neighborhood and see if there's any other curiosities. Oh, another edge of the neighborhood. Flat nothingness beyond it. neighborhood to end up in. And look, there's something in the background over there. What is that off in the distance? Definitely caught my eye. They look like houses. They are destroyed, corrupted, vandalized. I don't know. Is it intentional? Doesn't seem like it. It's like all the individual pieces of the house are just strewn apart, like it was ripped apart or exploded. Definitely doesn't feel right or normal, that's for sure. So we gotta explore this a little bit more, of course. What does it mean? What happens to them? Why is it like this? So many questions that need answers that we may or may not actually get. Look at this in the little structure from this corruption or destruction, whatever you want to call it. Worth checking out. And very odd find, that's for sure. And so I continued to wander somewhat aimlessly through the corrupted houses in this vast liminal expanse. And all around, I just kind of took in the creepy ambiance and tried to find anything that stuck out to me or anything else of note. And again, was told up front that there isn't much of a linear storyline, but really just wanted to see what I could find. I kept stumbling across weird structures, strange structures like this. Some of them even had some weird little bedrock formations like this little guy here. So all around there's just a lot going on with this world. A lot more that could be we could dive even deeper into. A lot of time could be, a whole video probably could be made on this world alone, honestly. RO Burbia has a lot to offer, even without traditional linear progression. So I had a lot of fun exploring this one. And not to give a huge spoiler, but we do have one more surprise that I come across, which I think was my favorite of this entire world. And it's about here that our final surprise begins to render in, and I first take notice of it. What is this mysterious obelisk, monolith, this looming black structure that just appears in the horizon? Very obviously sticks out across this sea of sameness, looming ominously over this neighborhood, this corrupted dimension that I've been trapped in. And so naturally, as an explorer does, as one on a creative expedition as we are does, I have to go check that out. What a way to close out this particular leg of the expedition, and with an ominous, somewhat, I don't know, evil structure. Is it evil? It's mysterious, that's for sure. Whether it's good or evil remains to be seen. And it's probably up for debate. It definitely strikes a chord of terror, of suspense. And again, taking a step outside of the canon of the RP for a second, the scale of this build is crazy. I love a good just tall structure. Simplicity is usually best when it comes to something like this. I think the simplicity even plays into the terror that it kind of invokes and the mystery and the wonder. So let's fly up here and see if there's anything at the top. You already can take notice that it looks like an eye, like an eyeball, kind of looking out, observing, watching, taking note of your comings and goings throughout this neighborhood and our slow ascent to the top of this monolith. It is, in fact, an eyeball staring at you, not blinking, adding to the terror, of course. And this is a long way to the top. Trying to get a sense of just how big this thing is. The scale is immense, of course. I do wonder how this would compare to some of those skyscrapers in Metcalf City. Is it bigger? Is it smaller? I think it would definitely give them a run for their money. Building contest between Travis Hicks that did Metcalf City and Milkshake MP3 here would be something, a sight to see. Oh, we're seeing something at the top. What a structure. What a map this has been. I love exploring liminal spaces like this. Oh, we got a sign. Something from our world creator here, it looks like. Thank you. If you found this, comment on the post and I will give this a purpose. So, we got lava on the interior. So I guess even the creator of this world does not have a clear purpose for this looming structure. Let's get a good visual perspective here. And that's okay. Not everything needs an answer. Not every mystery needs to be solved. Sometimes, as they say, it is more about the journey than it is the destination. I think Minecraft as a whole speaks to that, actually. And what a journey this world was. I had fun. I had a lot of fun with Burbia. I guarantee you I barely scratched the surface. I'll definitely need to go back and maybe I'll even play this in survival. Maybe I'll give it a full go and try to uncover everything and make my own mark on this corrupted world. But huge props to Milkshake underscore MP3 on CurseForge. I'll definitely be linking all of these, but you'll have to go check this one out for yourself if you haven't. It's a very impressive world. I had a lot of fun digging through it, and this is about where I end my journey. I do wander around a little bit and kind of nose in another structure. See, more bedrock formations, but that monolith just seemed like the perfect way to close this one out. So that's us coming to a close on Burbia. And this is all three of these worlds have been a lot of fun. This one in particular evoked a lot of cool feelings, a lot of good emotions. I'll definitely have to dig through it even more at a later point. Burbia by Milkshake underscore MP3. Check this one out. Well, everyone, here we are back again after an exciting adventure through those three randomly selected worlds. Of course, we started with God Treehouse by Coin Coffer, then we moved right into Metcalf City by Travis Hicks, and then we ended with the ever creepy Auro Burbia by Milkshake MP3. And I gotta say, I had a very good time with all three of those worlds, and I hope that you enjoyed them as well. Hope you enjoyed the presentation of the adventure, the expedition, and I hope that overall you enjoyed this first episode of Creative Expeditions, as we're going to be calling this. I hope to turn this into a series. I had a lot of fun making this, I will admit. It was a lot more work than I anticipated it to be, but I think that's kind of part of the fun. And it's always good to challenge yourself when you embark on an adventure like this. And I got to give props to all three of the creators that created the worlds that we explored on this first episode. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and maybe like the video, subscribe, drop a comment as well. Any sort of engagement or support is definitely appreciated. Again, thank you so much. This has been Creative Detours. Have a good one.